Linda and Charles here with Matt and Amy Stefanik. We are so happy to have you guys on today. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff for fun-loving couples, which I've been following you guys. I've been seeing everything that you've been posting, Amy, and it sounds like you both are a lot of fun. You're doing some fun things.
So Linda makes it the legal disclaimer. Listen, I just want to jump in and find out about your journey. So, I mean, here we are, we're talking because we have this couples entrepreneur lifestyle, which is very unique in and of its own. But let's back up a little bit. Tell us about your journey. Where did you guys start and where are you now?
You could tell them when we first met me. It's kind of we started in Lakeland.
Yeah, we met in Lakeland, Florida, and so I actually lived across the hallway from a couple, and he said, "You know what? I have a guy that you're going to totally love." And I was like, "No," because if he was anything like, my friend, I just thought, it's probably not a good thing to explore that option. But when I met my lovely husband Matt, I was like, "Score!" It was great. So we met in Lakeland young. I think I was 20 years old, right?
She was a baby.
I was a
Wow.
baby. And we hung out, and when I met him, he was talking about real estate the first time I met him, and I had never heard of anybody talk about being an entrepreneur before and doing their own thing, and I was like, "Wait, what are you gonna do?" And I was just so in awe over someone that was going to create something of their own and not go the conventional way that, I drank his Kool-Aid from day one.
Yeah, I was getting ready to drop out of college at that time. I was working with my buddy, Doug, who she knew. We grew up together in Canton, so she didn't want to meet any of his friends from Canton because she's heard a lot of stories. So she wasn't very hopeful, but the first time I met her, I was talking to my friend Doug, trying to hit him up for money to buy a real estate course, right? Because I was going to drop out of college and wanted to just jump into real estate. And actually, probably like a year after that was when I actually did. Just got started in real estate investing and been self-employed ever since. That was back in 2002.
Nice.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, for us, we took a different path. I won't bore you with the details now, but I will say there was a very defining line around 2008. We all remember 2008, or try to forget it, but it really pushed the issue of becoming an entrepreneur. And I've got to say, you know what, up until that point, I knew of an entrepreneur, I knew what entrepreneurship was, but I don't think either of us figured or fashioned ourselves to be entrepreneurs. However, 2008 created the necessity to become an entrepreneur. We had, I had a business, Linda was working for a local city, but we had some family health issues, neither one of us, but some family health issues we had to deal with, and just a lot of stuff all came in at once.
Yeah.
And man, the necessity of maintaining revenue, income, really was what born our focus on becoming entrepreneurs. And here we are, that was what, 2010, so almost 7 years later. And wow, the only regret that we have is that why didn't we do this 10, 20 years earlier, because we could be so much further down the line. And the other thing I look at is this, and this is what I would like you guys to chime in on. 2008 for me was a wake-up call for so many folks, in that it's no longer our parents or our grandparents' generation where, hey, if I just get the job and I show up on time, I'm guaranteed 20 years and a gold watch.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard and been part of conversations where folks, 6 months from retirement to get their full benefits, the company decided that it was in their best interest to lay them off to save them money, which basically destroyed that family's focus on what their future was going to be. And absolutely ridiculous. And all it told me was that's no longer out there, and we're all expendable. So to me, I can spend time, effort, energy trying to become that career corporate ladder guy, or just go out and carve my own thing.
Yeah.
And to me, it's so much more rewarding. But what is your take and input on that?